A warning not once, but 3 times about a former security advisor and Russian contacts. That was the testimony before senators today in the investigation into alleged ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. CBS 2's Dick Brennan live in the newsroom right now with more. Dick.
Maurice, 2 figures testifying: James Clapper, the former director of national intelligence, and Sally Yates, the former acting attorney general. Sources tell CBS News it was Yates who warned the White House on 3 occasions that the former national security advisor Michael Flynn was not forthcoming with the vice president about his contacts with the Russian ambassador to the U.S. And today she described that meeting.
It was critical that we get this information to the White House in part because the vice president was unknowingly making false statements to the public, and because we believed that General Flynn was compromised with respect to the Russians.
Sally Yates was acting attorney general when she brought concerns about former national security advisor Michael Flynn's contacts with Russia to the White House counsel. More than 2 weeks later, President Trump fired Flynn when his contacts with the Russian ambassador were revealed.
The underlying conduct that General Flynn had engaged in was problematic in and of itself.
In the meantime, 3 former Obama administration officials say President Obama personally warned Mr. Trump not to hire Flynn during their first meeting at the White House. But the White House spokesman points the finger at the Obama administration for not vetting Flynn.
So the question that you have to ask yourself really is, if President Obama was truly concerned about General Flynn, why didn't he suspend General Flynn's security clearance, which they had just reapproved months earlier?
Congress began investigating after U.S. intelligence agencies concluded that Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered cyber hacking of the U.S. election to help Donald Trump win. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice says she supports the investigations.
I'm furious at the Russians for what they've done, but let's not give him the satisfaction of thinking that he has caused Americans to doubt the legitimacy of our own democratic processes.
Now, Yates was actually fired by the Trump administration in January for refusing to defend the president's travel ban in court. In the meantime, the Trump administration insists there's no collusion with Russia, and Mr. Trump called on lawmakers to investigate alleged leaks on classified information from Obama administration officials. In the newsroom, Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.